In a small, forgotten town, surrounded by dusty roads and broken houses, lived a boy named Arav. His family was poor, so poor that every day was a battle for survival. His father worked long hours as a laborer. His mother stitched clothes for neighbors, and yet they could barely afford 2 meals a day. For many children, life was about play, laughter, and carefree joy. For Arav, life was about responsibility. He wore shoes with holes, carried a bag stitched together from old cloth, and studied under the dim light of a kerosene lamp. But inside this boy's fragile body was a fire no poverty could put out. Arav wanted something bigger. He wanted to rise above the circumstances he was born into. He wanted to make his parents proud. Still, life has a cruel way of testing those who dream. Every time Arav tried to move forward, something dragged him back. He was mocked for his shabby clothes, laughed at for daring to dream, and constantly reminded that boys like him don't achieve big things. But here's the truth about dreams. They don't belong only to the rich. They don't ask what family you were born into. Dreams belong to those who refuse to give up. This is Arav's story, a story of pain, failure, rejection, but also of hope, courage, and triumph. A story that proves one thing: never give up, because life will reward you. From the very beginning, Arav's life was a test. His house was a one-room shack with cracked walls, and when it rained, water dripped through the ceiling. He shared a thin mattress with his younger brother, often sleeping hungry because there simply wasn't enough food. At school, Arav was treated differently. While some children came with polished shoes and new pencils, he carried broken ones. When the teacher asked the class to bring notebooks, he would collect torn pages, bind them with thread, and create his own. The other kids mocked him. "Look at his bag, it's like a garbage sack. Why is he even here? He'll never make it." Each word hurt, each laugh pierced his heart. But Arav never answered back. Instead, he lowered his head and worked harder. He had a secret. At night, when the world was asleep, he would open his old, borrowed books and study under the faint glow of a lamp. His eyes burned with exhaustion, but his soul burned brighter with determination. Still, poverty wasn't the only challenge. His father often came home tired and hopeless. "Maybe you should quit school, Arav," he said once. "We need you to work. Education is for rich kids." Those words cut deep. His own father had given up on dreams. But Arav? He couldn't, he wouldn't. He clenched his fists and whispered to himself, "One day, I will prove everyone wrong." Arav's first big dream was to win the annual school debate competition. He believed if he won, people would finally respect him. For weeks, he prepared. He wrote his speech on scraps of paper, practiced in front of a cracked mirror, and imagined the applause. His mother encouraged him silently, slipping him an extra piece of bread whenever she could. The day of the competition arrived. Arav stood on stage, nervous but hopeful. He began strong, his voice trembling at first but soon growing steady. For a moment, he felt unstoppable. But then it happened. His classmates laughed at his clothes. Someone shouted, "Beggar boy trying to be a leader." The crowd joined in. Arav froze. His hands shook, his words got stuck, and tears welled up in his eyes. He left the stage in silence. That night, he cried like never before. The humiliation burned inside him. He wanted to quit. Maybe they're right, he thought. Maybe I don't belong here. But as he looked at his mother's tired face and his father's calloused hands, something shifted. He realized his fight wasn't just for himself, it was for his family. He wiped his tears and whispered, "I will try again. I will never give up." One day, a new teacher named Mr. Sharma joined the school. Unlike others, he noticed Arav's struggles. Instead of mocking him, he encouraged him. "You remind me of myself," Mr. Sharma said. "I was poor too. But I learned one truth: success doesn't come to those who are lucky. It comes to those who never quit." Those words changed Arav. For the first time, he felt seen. He started spending extra hours with Mr. Sharma, learning not just lessons from books, but lessons of life, discipline, resilience, patience. When Arav failed, Mr. Sharma didn't scold him. He reminded him that failure is not the end, but a step toward success. Slowly, Arav built confidence. The next few years were not easy. Arav worked harder than ever. He studied late at night, helped his father during the day, and still managed to top small class tests. He sacrificed friendships, ignored insults, and focused only on one thing: his dream of building a better future. Every failure made him stronger. Every rejection made him hungrier. And every small win reminded him that progress was possible. There were days when he wanted to give up, when exhaustion crushed him. But then he remembered Mr. Sharma's words, "Winners are not those who never fail, but those who never quit." Finally, the biggest challenge of his life came: the National Scholarship Exam. Winning it meant free higher education, financial support, and a chance to break free from poverty. Arav studied like never before. He slept only 4 hours a night, revised under candlelight, and memorized every detail. His health suffered, but his determination grew stronger. On the day of the exam, his hands trembled as he held the paper. For a moment, fear almost crushed him. What if I fail again? But then he closed his eyes and remembered everything: his struggles, his tears, his family's sacrifices. He whispered, "I can do this. I must do this." Hours later, when results were announced, Arav's name was on the top. He had done it. The scholarship changed everything. Arav went to a prestigious college, excelled in his studies, and earned respect. Years later, he became a successful engineer, supporting his family, building a new home, and proving every doubter wrong. The boy who once studied under a kerosene lamp now lit up entire cities with his work. Arav's story is not just about poverty to success. It's about the power of refusing to give up. Life will knock you down. People will laugh at you. The world will tell you you're not good enough. But if you stand tall, fight back, and keep moving forward, life will reward you. So remember this: your struggles are not the end. They are the beginning. Never give up, because your reward might be just one step away.